Most people grow up believing the path to wealth is simply saving money, cutting costs, and patiently waiting for riches to arrive. But here's the brutal truth nobody openly shares. Saving money alone will never make you rich. In fact, blindly following this advice might be the biggest financial mistake you ever make. My name's Simon, and after losing nearly everything in my first business, then rebuilding my wealth from the ground up, I learned firsthand that saving is just one small piece of a much larger puzzle. Today, I'll share exactly why relying solely on saving money won't create true wealth, and more importantly, what you should do instead. Now, before you start questioning every financial lesson you've ever learned, let me be clear. I'm not saying saving is pointless, far from it. What I'm saying is, saving money alone isn't enough to build genuine, life-changing wealth. If your financial strategy revolves exclusively around hoarding cash, your chances of becoming truly wealthy are shockingly slim. Why? Let's briefly dive into economics. Don't worry, I'll keep this fascinatingly simple. Due to inflation, every dollar or pound you save today gradually loses purchasing power. Even at modest inflation rates, your cash savings silently erode in value over the years, making you poorer without even realizing it. Legendary investor Warren Buffett captures it perfectly when he warns, "Cash is always a bad investment. People keep enough cash around to feel comfortable, but it doesn't do much for them." So, here's the crucial question. If saving alone can't build wealth, what can? The answer is surprisingly straightforward: investing your money strategically and wisely. You see, truly wealthy individuals have a radically different mindset. They don't simply save money, they grow it, multiply it, and put their cash to work. As Robert Kiyosaki famously said, "Savers are losers. Investing is what creates wealth." But perhaps you're thinking, "Simon, investing sounds risky. I don't know where to start." And believe me, I understand. Years ago, after losing my first fortune, I felt terrified by investing. But what if I told you there's a proven, simple way to invest, even if you've never invested before, that can completely transform your financial future? The first step towards genuine wealth creation is shifting your mindset from saver to investor. Here's precisely why that mindset shift matters so much. When you focus purely on saving, you're playing not to lose. You're on defense, trying desperately to protect your money, but never truly growing it. As billionaire investor Ray Dalio explains, playing it safe is actually the riskiest choice you can make. Let me illustrate this with a powerful real-life example. Imagine two friends, Emily and Jack. Emily believes deeply in saving. She works diligently, saving every penny she can into a standard savings account, earning minimal interest. Jack, on the other hand, saves a smaller portion, but strategically invests his money every month into an index fund, consistently averaging around 8% annual returns. Fast forward 30 years, Emily's savings have barely kept pace with inflation, while Jack's investments have multiplied dramatically. Jack now enjoys genuine financial freedom, while Emily remains financially stuck. That's the simple yet transformative power of shifting your mindset from purely saving to consistently investing. And here's another crucially important insight. Investing doesn't require genius, luck, or massive initial capital. Legendary investor Peter Lynch famously remarked, "In the stock market, the most important organ is the stomach, not the brain." In other words, the key to successful investing isn't complicated strategies. It's consistency, patience, and emotional discipline. Now here's an actionable strategy you can start implementing immediately, even if you're brand new to investing. Begin by regularly investing small, manageable amounts into proven, straightforward investment vehicles, such as low-cost index funds, ETFs, or dividend stocks. Don't attempt to time the market or chase trendy opportunities. Instead, simply commit to consistent investing over the long term. This patient, disciplined approach might sound boring, but here's the secret. Genuinely wealthy people thrive precisely because they embrace the boring path. But there's an even deeper level to wealth creation that I've personally used, and I credit this strategy for my recovery from financial ruin. It's something powerful and yet astonishingly simple, an approach that consistently turns modest savings into impressive fortunes. But before we dive deeper into exactly how you can leverage this powerful strategy, I want you to reflect briefly. Are you currently relying solely on saving money? Are you unknowingly sabotaging your wealth potential because you're afraid to invest or simply don't know how? In the upcoming segment, I'll reveal precisely how ordinary people just like you can practically and confidently use this next-level strategy. It's the exact method that allowed me to rebuild from near bankruptcy into financial independence. And it could genuinely transform your life too. Let me leave you with this intriguing thought from philosopher Marcus Aurelius: our life is what our thoughts make it. Your financial life is no different. Transform your mindset today and you'll unlock wealth possibilities you previously thought impossible. Ready for the next step? Trust me, you won't want to miss it, because it could be the turning point your financial future desperately needs. Years ago, after my business went bankrupt, I found myself completely overwhelmed, terrified to lose again. Yet this single principle utterly changed my trajectory. It's called compound interest, and if you truly grasp its power, it might just change your life as well. Albert Einstein famously called compound interest the eighth wonder of the world, stating, "He who understands it earns it. He who doesn't pays it." Here's why this matters deeply to you. Compound interest means your money earns returns, and then those returns earn even more returns. Over decades, this simple principle turns modest investments into astonishing fortunes, but only if you invest consistently rather than merely save. Let's explore a powerful practical example. Suppose you invest just $500 per month into a reliable index fund, averaging around 8% annual returns. After 10 years, you'd accumulate approximately $90,000. Impressive, but perhaps not life-changing yet. But here's the fascinating magic of compound interest. After 20 years, that same investment becomes around $285,000, and after 30 years, nearly $700,000. All from the same consistent monthly amount, without sophisticated strategies or significant risks. The earlier you start, the more dramatically your wealth grows. Now you might wonder, Simon, why don't more people do this if it's so powerful and straightforward? Here's the honest truth. It requires patience and delayed gratification, qualities that challenge most people in our instant results culture. Renowned motivational speaker Jim Rohn wisely observed, "Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment." Successful investing isn't about genius, it's about disciplined patience, allowing compound interest the necessary time to transform your finances. Here's precisely how you can practically apply this immediately. Commit today to automatically invest a manageable amount from every paycheck into a diversified index fund or ETF. Don't wait for the perfect moment, because trust me, that moment never arrives. As legendary investor Charlie Munger warns, The big money is not in the buying and selling, but in the waiting. Invest consistently, patiently, let compound interest work its magic, and watch as your financial future quietly transforms. Yet there's another critical component of wealth creation that most savers never consider, and it's precisely why saving alone won't achieve genuine financial freedom. It's the powerful principle of increasing your income through multiple streams. This might sound intimidating, but here's something inspiring. Most wealthy individuals start small, building income streams gradually and deliberately. Let me share a personal insight. When rebuilding from my financial disaster, relying solely on one income felt extremely vulnerable. So I began deliberately building multiple income sources: rental properties, dividend stocks, consulting, and even royalties from educational content. Each stream began modestly, but together they rapidly snowballed into significant wealth. Entrepreneur Robert Kiyosaki explains it powerfully. Financial freedom is achieved when your passive income exceeds your expenses. When you create multiple income sources, you become genuinely financially independent, no longer dependent solely on your salary or savings. Here's exactly how you can begin creating your first additional income stream today, even from scratch. Consider your unique skills, knowledge, or assets. What expertise could you share through online courses, digital products, or freelance consulting? Perhaps you have a spare room for rental income, or could invest modestly into dividend stocks. Small, consistent actions now dramatically reshape your financial future. Now, another crucial step, often overlooked, is investing not just in assets, but in yourself. Billionaire investor Warren Buffett famously stated, "The best investment you can make is in yourself." Upgrading your skills, learning financial literacy, or developing entrepreneurial abilities dramatically increase your earning potential. Each new skill you learn compounds your value and earning power, much like financial investments compound wealth. I personally credit investing in my financial education and mindset as the single greatest factor that allowed me to recover financially and create wealth after losing nearly everything. So, ask yourself honestly, how seriously are you investing in your own growth? This isn't merely motivational advice, it's practical wealth strategy, crucially important if you're serious about financial independence. Finally, remember, wealth creation is not about sacrifice or deprivation. It's about deliberately aligning your spending, investing, and personal growth with your core values and future vision. Benjamin Franklin brilliantly captured this idea. An investment in knowledge always pays the best interest. Here's my challenge for you today. Commit fully to investing consistently, diversifying your income streams, and continuously developing your skills and mindset. Shift your strategy from merely saving money to strategically investing and growing wealth. Now, let me ask you honestly, which principle resonated most deeply with you? Which step will you implement immediately to change your financial trajectory forever? Please share your thoughts down in the comments. I genuinely read every single one because your financial success deeply matters to me.